A wheel and axle is made of two circular or cylindrical objects. When the wheel is larger than the axle, it exerts a larger output force. The mechanical advantage of a wheel and axle can be calculated by the radius of the wheel divided by the radius of the axle. The greater the wheel is than the axle, the more output force you'll have.
A wedge is a device that is tapered at one end, thick on the other, making a small edge. A wedge is made of two inclined planes. Unlike inclined planes, you move the wedge and you are the input force. Examples are an axe and a zipper.
A pulley is a simple machine made of a grooved wheel with a rope or cable wrapped around it. To work a pulley, pull on one end of the rope, which is the input force, and the other end of the rope, the output force, pulls on the object you want to move. The ideal mechanical advantage of a pulley is equal to the number of the sections of rope to support the object. Two ways pulley moves a heavy object over a distance. They will decrease the amount of input force needed to lift objects and change the direction of input force. There's a fixed pulley, a block and tackle, and a movable pulley.
An inclined plane, also known as a ramp, is a flat supporting surface tilted at an angle, with one end higher than the other, used as an aid in raising or lowering a load. The inclined plane makes work easier by making lifting something to a higher surface easier. You can push something up a greater distance with less force. To determine the ideal mechanical advantage of an inclined plane, you can divide the length of the incline by the height of the incline.
The lever is a rigid bar that's around the fulcrum. The ideal mechanical advantage of a lever is the distance from fulcrum to the input force, divided by fulcrum's output force.
A screw is an inclined plane wrapped around a cylinder. Screws increase the distance like an inclined plane to spread out the input force. The input force is the force put on the screw. The output force is the thread. The thread exert a force on the wood, pulling the screw in. Mechanical advantage is length around the threads divided by the length of the screw. The closer together the threads, the longer the distance. The input goes down and the output goes up.